What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Just going to do a quick little walk around here in a minute, show you the aftermath of my first ever derby. Ran a 98 Nissan 200SX 2.0 automatic coupe. Normally coupes don't do that well in mini derbies. Everybody was telling me get a Camry or a Cavalier 4-door, anything. Just preferably Camry Cavalier. They have steel spindles. They're great cars. They have good strong bumpers. You don't have to switch them, but you can if you want. I ended up getting a little coupe. Nissan. Looked all over the internet, tried to find videos of somebody running one and I couldn't. But this particular car had less than 100,000 miles. It was a very beautiful car. No rust on it anywhere. It was one of my friend's daily drivers in high school. He got a truck a couple of years back and it's been sitting in the yard ever since. Got it very cheap. Thought about rallying it and saving it, you know, not destroying it. But I always wanted to do a derby and figured this year was the good year, and what a better time than now. So first I'll start inside the car. For the cage, I went with a simple setup, a 4-point cage with 2 door bars and 1 seat bar. Standard cage bar, dash bar, didn't mess with it. A fuel cell, I just took a boat tank, took my fuel pump out of my actual gas tank from under the car, cut a hole in the boat tank, dropped it in with self-tapping screws. I used some seal all, and it worked fantastic. Hold it in place. Didn't want to spend a lot of money on getting a cell for my first derby. I didn't know if I would like this or not. I really did, so I'll be doing it again, and we'll be investing in an actually good fuel cell, Demolition fuel cell. But beyond that, I just used floor mats and self-tapping screws on the floor with spray foam around it. Tighten it up in there, and it did not move an inch. I took some heavy shots. My cage held up. Taught myself to weld this year. It looks horrible, but it held. I threw bolts through just in case because I didn't trust myself at all. Bolted the doors. All did good. And I'll be doing it again. For the battery, just did a milk crate. Just had a beetle in my head. Did a milk crate, strapped it in there, but I had pull noodles around the battery so it couldn't move and spray foamed it in. I bolted the milk crate through the floor with massive washers. Wasn't going anywhere. I had 1 bolt in every corner and 1 in the center. Worked great. The long end was through the bottom, of course. Pull noodles up here under the hood to protect my fuel lines, my battery cables from getting pinched or cut, but I jacked my hood up in the center to pre-bend it, and I never had any issue. I just wanted to show that the weld time stick pull, knowing that I was pretty much done for the event. My tie rod was wedged against the firewall and wasn't really going to be able to do anything for the rest of the time. I pulled my stick, saved the motor. I wanted to see how well and show you guys how well the motor still runs. Now, don't worry, I didn't do that at all throughout the entire time that I've had this car up until just now. I have never cold started it and rev bombed it, not one time. But I just did it with probably no water in the motor at all because radiator's busted, so that wasn't healthy for it. But she still sounds good, and I'm pretty confident for our next run, for our next event at least. Furthermore, for the haters out there that are going to be mad that I just rev bombed that, it wasn't even a true rev bomb. It wasn't the rev limiter. I just went up and goosed it a few times, so get over it. Anyhow, here's the front end of the car. The front bumper absolutely smashed. I hit somebody in the front end on the corner of their car, and theirs was a little stiffer than mine was. Went straight in, bent, looks like an elbow. It's an L now. Obviously busted the radiator. Everybody could have seen that, but struts are holding up well. I mean, they're bent. She's in a little bit. Spindles held up. They're aluminum. Surprised the hell out of me. Already, that's why my face is a little dirty. Took this wheel off. Put the tie rod back kind of close. It's nowhere near right, but it's kind of close. And welded it up just so I can move it around and get it off the trailer. I'll show you guys the rear end. She packed up pretty nice. This wheel right here, I had to beat right there just a little bit away from the tire to get it rolling, to get it off the trailer. This side kind of pushed out to the right when it packed in, but the left side packed in really well. Lost this tire, rim bent, obviously lost the bead. I think I can fix it and get this to come back up a little bit more. I already straightened this up right here. It was way down here, but took a sledgehammer, got it up pretty close. I think I can take it off and fix that. Bumper rolled up and in away from the ground, that's nice. Trunk tucked down in, that's nice. I think for the next event, depending on the rules, I might extend my cage back from here. Oh, can't see my camera. Back from here to here, beyond my fuel cell to the floor. Feel a lot safer about that because, yeah, we've got some hood or roof crinkle here. She's getting close. I mean, I don't know how safe I feel right there with how close everything's getting to my fuel cell, but if I run a bar back, I'll feel a lot safer and no doubt run this car again. Packed up real nice. I'm going to show you guys the door shot. Probably the same hit that I took that broke my tie rod. I'm not sure because I took two pretty hard door shots. This one was by far, I think, what caused this right here. The worst hit I had in the entire event. I know I delivered some vicious shots on people, probably worse than any that I took, but man, this one, whew, my head bounced off the pillar and that did not feel good. Still feeling that. It actually, my welds held right here. Again, like I said, I taught myself to weld this year. I've never, no help, didn't watch YouTube, just picked my brother's welder up, and it wasn't a good experience. I don't even really want to talk about it, how long it took me to get something that would hold, but it actually tore the body of the car. Not my welds, but the body of the car. That's pretty cool. Man. The door folds around my door bar. Didn't see this coming, so probably glad about that. Probably better off about that. I would have stiffened up, but not seeing it, I did hit my head pretty hard. I will not lie. All in all, this car done really well. I'm surprised. I'll show you the passenger side one more time. This front bumper here. This tie rod did not break. No spindles broke, no axles broke. No shocks broke. I didn't really take any hard hits over here. She's a lot shorter though. Got booty? No, we don't. What do you guys think about my build? For sure, leave me some comments, tips, subscribe, like the video. Tell me, go back and watch my heat. I'm gonna leave a link in the description to my last run, my first ever run. When y'all check that out, I want y'all to tell me how I done. After that, I want you to know when you think I should run again. Should I try to get the car ready? There's another event in 2 weeks. I think September 15th or that weekend at the Tennessee Valley Fair. Could run down there. It's in Knoxville. I have school in Johnson City, so it'd be kind of hard to make that one. It's in the middle of the semester, but we have some time off for Halloween. I have one here in my hometown at Fraser's Motorsports Park. Don't know what they're actually going to call that event, but it's a pretty decent sized payout. Normally a good sized field, could run that one. Then there's also another one over in White Pine, Tennessee in middle of December. And I know I have two of my cousins running that. Maybe my brother's going to run that as well. I could just hop in there with them and we'll have 4 cars in one event. Maybe let the videos grow a little more and have a few more people watching by that point. That'll help the channel, but it's up to you guys. You let me know, comment, let me know when you think I should run it again, and I'll try to work something out, and it's up to y'all. It's on you now. With that said, I want you to like the video, comment on the video, subscribe, ring the bell, click all, and I appreciate you. Catch you in the next one.